We're trying to teach young men to be like, hey, listen, I regret that I did it, but you should do what I did. Like that's insane. Okay. Mhm. No, men should not sleep around. Like you're creating the environment that you're saying that you don't like to be a part of, right? You don't want a woman that has a lot of bodies, but it's okay for you to have a decent amount of bodies. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Given in the sense that, first off, the fellas got to be focused on their job first and foremost, because you run around chasing the chicks, you're chasing these girls, you're going to be running around in circles. You really truly are. You have to stay focused on your purpose. Like bar none. You have to be focused on your purpose. Women will always come your direction if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, if you're taking care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. And another thing is too, what people don't talk about as often is like the spiritual aspect of this. People don't talk about the soul ties that you create, screwing everybody under the sun. People don't talk about that. And with a man, when he ejaculates and when he nuts, that is really his life. That is the seed of life right there that is coming out of your body. Like that is something that, ages you, that people don't realize. Like spiritually, it ages you. And that is what keeps you youthful and young, is that spark or that seed of life going up your kundalini and up to your brain and all that kind of stuff. So that's a different deal. That's more on a spiritual side, but it keeps you young, it keeps you youthful, and women can drain you. They can literally drain you physically, emotionally, mentally, all the above, So I'm one of those guys, stay focused. But you have to understand and know women. So you got to be in the game too. So it's a catch 22, but you have to understand women in order to get the one that you want. But you don't need to fuck them all. You don't. You really don't have to. There's some bodies I wish I could take back because it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth my time. It wasn't worth my energy. It wasn't worth the money. It it just wasn't worth it at all. So there's some I wish I could take back, but at the same time, um, the experiences are necessary so you know what not to waste your time on. So at the end of the day, young king, stay focused and work on yourself, but learn these women too. Learn them and understand them and see how, you have to understand a woman's nature in order to get it. Because if you just work and don't understand women, then they're gonna run it up on your ass when you get your money right. They're gonna run game on you. They're gonna run right past you. You're not even gonna know what's going on. You're gonna have your head all crazy, your nose wide open, all that stuff. So it's a catch 22, but stay focused, fellas. That's what I got.
Hey, man, I got a follow up question. Hypothetically, let's say you ran into a 27-year-old virgin. Did you feel as though you got it tested before you married?
Oh, that's a good one, JR. That's a good one. 27-year-old virgin. I'm assuming that we've been dating for quite some time, and she's somebody that I find very, very special and all that. Is that where we?
4 to
Is that
6
the
months.
assumption?
4 to
Four
6
to
months.
six months.
Yeah.
Serious?
I, I mean,
Ooh,
if you're
ooh.
dating, I mean, so I'm just asking, do you got to test it? So
Mm.
if like the younger you, if you guys are saying that you need to date, I'm just wondering if that means that you have to have sex with them too, or if you were at your younger age and you guys didn't have sex, would you be okay with marrying them at an early age without testing it?
If she's a true virgin, for me now, I'm past all that, man. I ain't worried about all that right now. For me personally, but when I was younger, and she was maybe 22, 23, still a virgin, and all that, that's something I would look at very seriously. That's something
No, you was cracking that.
I
Be
would look
mad.
at
You
it.
was cracking that open. You was cracking that egg open. I don't want to hear all that. 22, 23-year-old virgin 10 years ago, you was cracking that open.
Shawty got
Yeah.
don't get
I
don't.
mean, I mean, I mean,
What if she a skunk, bro? What if she got the skunk puss, bro? She got to
skunk.
bust up.
It can't be a skunk if ain't nobody been up in it, man. It ain't. Come
Oh,
on now. You
Bro,
gotta
yeah.
teach.
you could
You
just be
hey,
mad, bro.
that's when you gotta put her on game. That's when you gotta put her on game. That's when you gotta coach her up, son. You gotta get your whistle on. Coach her up. You know what I'm saying? Give her some pointers, moves, move the hips up, do this, do that. I mean, come on, we got to pour into our women, fellas. We got to pour into them. We got to teach them what we want done and what we need done, what we like. So you're supposed to be leading her. She wants to please you, and you're the only man that she's been with, and the only man she wants to please and take care of, and do things your way and how you like it. I mean, come on, man, that ain't a bad gig.
Bruh, but you only know that if you at least play stink finger with her or something, bruh. You got it.
I mean, you gonna do that. No, pause. You gonna do that. You gonna do that. That's gonna happen. That's part of the dating. That's part of the y'all gonna fool around. Y'all gonna do some things, but y'all might not do the ultimate thing, that keeps her sacred or precious or pure.
You're gonna break that hymen.
All right. I kind of want to switch up a little bit. I know Humble Dad's gonna have a different take on this, and then Marcus, I'm gonna come to you. I know you are one of the younger men on the panel. Definitely get your thoughts. I'm supposed to have somebody else that's 22. It's gonna pop up here in a second, so I would love to get his perspective on some of these conversations as well. But go ahead on with that. What are your thoughts about it? Men shouldn't sleep around. You saw the context of the video. What are your thoughts, sir? Hoping you surprise us.
Hoping you listen, man. Y'all just got some really bad advice for some grown men. We're trying to teach young men to be like, hey, listen, I regret that I did it, but you should do what I did. Like, that's insane. Okay. No, men should not sleep around. Like, you're creating the environment that you're saying that you don't like to be a part of. Right? You don't want a woman that has a lot of bodies, but it's okay for you to have a decent amount of bodies. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And at the same time, if a dude is sleeping around, then he's not really on his purpose in the sense of building himself up to be a man of integrity, a man of character, good character. And so you're talking about dating. The reason why we're in the predicament that we are in is because y'all dating. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why the culture is what it is, especially in the Black community, is that, and even in others, if I look at other podcasts, it's the same situation in other cultures, that men are saying, you know what, I gotta try before I buy it. Like, what? It's not a car. You know what I'm saying? It's not the person, not a house. Like, sex is a sacred thing, but you're saying that she should share her. You all should be sacred together, but before marriage. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So no, men should not sleep around if we're saying that we don't want our women to sleep around. Because who you sleeping with?